CBS News just released some shocking polls about how Americans feel about Trump's economy, and these were actually released just before the tariffs, so these will most likely go down even more, unfortunately. But I have to show them because it's important for people to see this, because it means a lot when it comes to future elections. Here are the polls, and it's pretty shocking, frankly. There's 4, and if you're just listening, I'll read them out for you, but I'll put them up on the screen if you're watching. The first question is expectations versus now. Trump's policies are making you financially. And again, this is like what people were expecting. So from January versus now. And the people who said better off originally was 42% and now is down to 23%. Worse off was 28% and now it's 42%. The same 30% to 35%. So the same has mostly stayed the same. Overall, though, people were expecting the economy to be much better. And now they are sad because they believe it is much worse than before. And again, that's even worse before the Joe Biden administration, which is crazy to me. I don't agree with that poll, but that is the reality. The second poll, just simply condition of the U.S. economy. Good in February was 33%, now 33%, bad 60%, 60%. So what does that mean? It means since February, and granted it's only been, a month and a half, maybe. I don't know exactly when that poll was taken, sometime in February. The economy has not changed at all. And that's a problem for the Trump administration because it's not like people thought the economy was already great and it's just stayed great. They thought it was bad and they expected Trump to do better. So that doesn't look great for the Trump administration. And I'll talk about in a sec how Trump can turn this around because he absolutely can. But I want to go through these last 2 that you can see. Is your income keeping up with inflation? 24% say yes, 76% say no. I don't know who the 24% are. I want to know what their jobs are if they're keeping up with inflation right now. And then finally, this last one, how do you feel about retirement savings? 70% say anxious, 30% say secure. And I'm sure that number is going to plummet when you look at what's happened with the stock market. Now, look, the stock market's not the biggest indication. I understand they rise and fall. And if you have the cash on hand, you're investing right now because it's the dip and it's fantastic and all that. That's great. I'm not saying that the stock market is the end all be all. But what I am saying is when it comes to retirement savings, your IRA and 401k are tied to the stock market. And so people are looking at this and they are very afraid. It's not good, guys. Trump's number 1 priority right now needs to be fixing the economy because all the good he's done a lot of good. All the good with immigration, with the culture wars, with Doge will go by the wayside if the economy is bad. And then we're going to get 4 or maybe even 8 years of Kamala Harris or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And that right there would be a nightmare. But here's the good news. People expect Trump to do well in the economy already because he did so good in the first term. So if Trump will turn it around, they will see the dichotomy between Biden and the Biden-Kamala Harris thing and Donald Trump. And they're going to love it and they're going to want to keep loving it. And Republicans will continue to win elections. Did you know that hundreds of thousands of Americans are going to lose millions of dollars this year because they forget to file their taxes? Guys, this year, 88% of filers will get a tax return of at least $3,000 back, but many are choosing not to file because they think they're going to lose money or owe money, and then they leave money on the table. And that's why I've partnered with Quick Tax America. Quick Tax America has already gotten its average tax returner over $4,000 back from the IRS just this year. And unlike the other services, they're not raising rates just because it's April. All federal tax returns with them are only $69. It's a completely transparent price because it is their only price, no matter how complicated your taxes are. And they run dozens of simulations on your taxes to make sure that they get you the best and biggest return possible. Quick Tax America does all the work for you as well. All you got to do is upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and then schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional, and they do all the rest of the work. So go check them out right now, guys, at quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.